Okay, Year 7. So, I've got a project for you. Your project is to create a lunar calendar. So you're going to be looking up at the night sky, finding the moon and drawing it. Okay, all you're going to need is something round. I've got a 10p piece, so use a 2p, anything round will work. That's going to help you draw the moon the same size 30 times, because we want to make a chart for 30 days. Now, there's lots of ways you can set out your work. There's lots of ways, and you can be creative as you can in how you set it out. Okay, you can have just a grid of 5 by 6, so you have 30 different moons. You could put it into a calendar. You could make a flick book. You can make any kind of creative idea you can for drawing the moon for 30 days. Okay, all you'll need to do is have some kind of constant shaped circle, okay, where you're going to record how much of the moon is lit up. Now, it might be that a really tiny slither of the moon is lit up. It might be that the whole moon is bright. It might be that half the moon is bright. Okay, and if half the moon is bright, we'll colour in that section of the moon where it's dark. So your moon might look like this, where this side here is the part of the moon where it's all illuminated, and the rest will be shaded in. Not the best pen to shade in. And this part is where the moon is bright. And we'll put a little bit note above this, day 1. Now, some days it's going to be cloudy and you're not going to be able to see the moon. That's okay. On the days when it's cloudy and you can't see the moon, so day 2 might be cloudy, just write cloudy. Now, at the end of the project, you're going to be able to fill that in. You're going to predict what it would have looked like if the clouds didn't get in your way. Okay. Now, the second part of this project is going to be about star constellations. So have a look at the second part of the video where we talk about how we can find out where the constellations are, and maybe if you can draw them to go with that project. This Year 7 is an interactive night sky. There's lots and lots of different examples you can get. You can get them on the App Store and Google Play and on just the web. This one's called Star Atlas, and it's at staratlas.com. I'm going to put a link in the description and a link in your class charts. Now, you can drag the screen around and you can look at all the different parts of the night sky. You can look it up, and it's got some of the different constellations, mapped out. Okay. Here's Ursa Minor, or the Plough, with Polaris at the top. Ursa Major, okay, lots of different constellations. Now, when you look at the sky tonight, and over the next series of nights, the brightest thing you're going to see is going to be not a star, but a planet. The brightest thing that you'll see will be Venus. Okay, now, even in areas where there's lots of light pollution and it's hard to see lots of stars, you should still be able to see Venus in the sky. Okay, and it will be somewhere in the west of the sky. So if you look towards the west and you see a bright, what looks like a star, it's probably Venus. Okay. Now, the wonderful thing about this simulation is that I can control what time of the day I'm looking at the sky. So at the moment, it's set to 8 o'clock. 7 past 8, and I can look at how the stars change in position. Okay, they go quite slowly, but they do change position. Okay, the planets change position as well. Okay, and they go at a different speed to the rest of the stars. But if I start to move forward faster in time, so this is times 10 speed, they start to move a little bit quicker. And if I go at 100 times quicker, as time is moving on, that night sky is shifting in position. So you're going to be able to see different parts of the sky at different times. Okay, and these different constellations will appear at different parts of the sky, depending on what time of year it is. Okay, not many people in school really know, unless you're in Mrs. Barnes's class, but a number of years ago, a group of students actually bought the rights to name a star. Okay, and that star is somewhere between Ursa Major and Polaris. It is somewhere around here. Now it's going to be quite a faint star. You'll need a very good telescope to see it, but we have our own star named after us. The star's name is called Brian. So along with your moon project, I'd like you to see if you can observe any of these constellations. The easiest and the clearest ones to see are probably Ursa Minor, the Plough. Cassiopeia can be quite easy to spot. Orion, okay, you might not be able to see all the stars in Orion depending on how much light pollution there is. You might only be able to see the belt and maybe the top of Orion, maybe the bow. Okay, you might be able to see Ursa Major if you look straight up at the sky. Okay, you might only be able to see this part of Ursa Major rather than these slightly dimmer stars. Okay, and you should be able to see Polaris, which is quite a bright star. Okay, that's one of the brighter ones in the sky, and it is almost directly north, and this one doesn't really change position much at all. So I can click on that star, I can get some more information about it. Okay, and if I start to go even quicker than I was, so 1,000 times, it's not really changing position much. All the other stars are rotating around here. Okay, I can go even quicker. Go 5,000 times the speed. It doesn't really change its position. All the time it will be there. Okay, I can go even faster, 10,000 speed. 25,000 speed. You might start to get headaches if you look at this now. I can go forward in time 30 days in a second. All these constellations will be slightly changing position, but Polaris, the North Star, stays where it is in the sky. And for thousands of years, humans have used that star to help us navigate at night time, because we know its direction nearly all the time. Okay, it wanders a teeny tiny little bit, but for the most part, it is almost directly north. Good luck with Project Year 7. I hope it's going to be fantastic. I'm sure it will be. I hope everyone is doing very well. Take care.